finished the story.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, the greatest trio in wrestling podcast is back together. We've got Teddy San returned back from the Far East. We're going to cover everything today. More importantly, John Cena, Randy Orton, Aleister Black's return, but it's all coming to this. But firstly, fellas, how are we?
Yeah, it's been an eventful week. We've gone from doing 2 lives a week to none. Yeah. Have you seen it on TikTok and are you in our Discord? If not, why? Get yourself over there. I'm not doing lives for the foreseeable. I think the only live I'll be doing is Backlash. And then the AEW pay-per-view, whichever one that is. Double or nothing in it. Yeah, I've had a bit of an health scare, so I need to get myself sorted and get myself on the right track. Other than that, I'm
Yes,
right.
you do.
Same
Yes,
shit,
you
different
do.
day, innit?
Happy to hear that you're taking your health seriously, mate.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. I said to you boys, I wasn't going to. I was just going to, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it, at the end of the day? But then, with it going in the family and stuff, I need to take it serious. So, I need to get it sorted. Plus, I want to fit into my old United and wrestling shirt, so, yeah.
So, we know you like to be here for a good time, but we also want you to be here for a long time, mate.
I probably, we'll see how Backlash goes, see how I'm feeling after it. It was just because these tablets I'm on, I didn't know how they were going to affect me, so I thought I'd better call it off for a bit, get them in my system, see what they're like, and then see what the next steps are, and then make a decision. But I'm still here with you guys for videos.
Yeah. It's maybe a good chance for us to have a look at the lives in general as well. See how they go going forward. Obviously, we're only 1 a week, see how popular they are. But hey ho. Ted, how was the Far East?
It was amazing. I had a long flight back. I was playing Billy Big Bullets earlier, saying I were all good. Then I might have told someone to come and pick up his Pokemon cards, and I might have been asleep when.
Is that where you were when you said 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I thought you were just having something to eat or something.
No.
I went for my haircut and I thought, right, I'm out. So it literally, he lives
Go and do it.
10 minutes from me. I go and get him. I'll be back in time. Sat outside his house for 10 minutes.
Oh,
Teddy
that's
Sam.
how you know. Right, okay.
Teddy Sam was sleeping.
Teddy Sam was dead to the world.
It's like somebody told you would be. Weird that.
Yeah, I had. So, I want to say thank you for all the airport staff for every other airport than Abu Dhabi, and so that's. Say Abu Dhabi for some reason. Me and Abu Dhabi just don't get on. I had 30 minutes. No, sorry, we're a bit longer. About 35 minutes to make the transfer the first time round, and then the second time round I had 25 minutes. So I argued with about 2 or 3 members of the staff at Abu Dhabi Airport. I then got passed through first class security, and then I did make my flight, and I had an okay flight home. But yeah, I had to boot off to get here. Otherwise, I'd probably be doing this from an Abu Dhabi hotel somewhere. But I just wanted to be home. I just wanted to get back. So I just kicked off. I weren't taking no for an answer. I was just tired. It'd been a long day. So I've travelled 21 and a bit hours. I think it took me to get home. 22. No, sorry, from me leaving my hotel in Japan, probably about 22 hours, 23 hours. I travelled.
And did you get home via plane or toilet?
I tried on the toilet, but it broke.
I was gonna say, we got to talk about the toilet broke.
So the
toilet broke.
So, the toilet, right?
So I put on silent mode.
You could press left, which caused it to go.
Oh yeah, you said that on the night.
So yeah, when I started using the left one, it just didn't stop. So I needed to go and like do the right one, then flick it to the left, and then it fixed itself. So it kind of broke itself. So we got working for the rest of the holiday. We were fine, but there were a couple of times where I like got up in the night, gone to the toilet, pressed the Super Saiyan mode, and then I'd wake up like an hour or two later, and it'd still be going off, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, poor guy next door, whoever's next door to me's fucking had to listen to my Super Saiyan toilet going off for the last 2 hours. But yeah, but Japan was really good. It was a really fun time. I've had a really good laugh. I feel more confident in myself. I feel I needed that sort of break. We'll see how long life takes back in the UK takes to fucking kick that out of me. But let's say I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Good shit, man. Good shit. Glad you had fun.
Yeah, like I was saying this to speaking to my mate earlier on the way here. Well, you picked me up from the airport. I was talking to him. It's the really simple things in Japan that I really enjoy. Like I went for a coffee about 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I was just sat in a coffee place, no one's on my own, just
Yeah.
having a coffee, just chilling out, and everyone was being respectful. Everyone everyone were normal. There was no bell ends, and I know for a fact I couldn't do the exact same over here without some scrote just walking through the door.
I mean, you
It's
get
just
scrolls no matter what country it is.
I have seen some up to this time around, but let's say they're very few and far between. There's a 90-10 like ratio over here. There's about a 10-90 ratio over there.
From what you know.
I think I've seen everywhere now in Japan.
The Yakuza mate keep that well policed.
Oh, I tried fist bumping the Yakuza guy that were running my street. He just nodded at me, and I nodded it back, and I took it as a no, fuck off. It's a
Awarded.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. No worries.
That was it. Fuck off, Gaijin.
Yeah. Go away, Gaijin. It's a get back in your box. But yeah.
Oh, it is what?
Box.
What did you say before that?
Get back in your box.
Boy said something else.
No.
So, before we dive into you, let's just talk about some news, and then we'll ask you your thoughts on Mania and what you've done over there, wrestling-wise. Yeah?
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely cool. So, he's not watched Raw as our John. Obviously, if you saw the TikTok post last night, and in Discord, again, why are you not over there? John wasn't well last night, so we couldn't do the live. All shall be resumed next week as usual for Raw. Don't worry about that. However, there is a name now for the three men that did what they did to CM Punk and my tribal chief, the OTC, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. What was it? The trifecta something.
Of terror.
He said before, trifecta of terror.
Now,
the two-man power trip, I thought was a really cool name, and it was mint at the time. Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That also had Vince McMahon in it. That wasn't known as a trio, though. Why is this name so bad?
I think it's just something they've thrown together to give them a name, because I don't think it'll stay as a trio.
I don't think it'll stay as a trio.
I think we'll get at least one more member.
Yeah.
Probably a female.
I don't think we'll get a female.
I want to see another male.
Yeah, I always see a male going in. I don't see a female.
I would like to see Paul Heyman work with a female properly.
No, I would say, but I just don't think they will.
But yeah, I think this is just a quick name thrown together, because obviously it's going to have to change soon. Once it puts somebody else in, I literally think it's like fuck. What name can we give a trio dead quick so they've got something?
Yeah.
Because if it was a dead on nailed on name, there'd be merch.
The Shield of Terror.
The Shield of Terror. See, that would have been alright. That would have been at least a callback to the Shield. I know it's still not great, but it's better than the trifecta of terror, whatever it's called. That's just fucking awful.
Shocking name.
Right,
So bad.
honestly.
Sack that creative writer.
The best women's wrestler of the year is not going to be on Raw for a bit. Liv Morgan.
I'll say why. What's Rhea doing?
She was out for half the year, mate. Liv Morgan, who has been consistent.
Because Liv Morgan injured her twice.
Oh, do me a favour, go and find that violin. Yeah, Liv Morgan will not be on Raw for the next few weeks. She's filming. I know, yeah, she's fucking good. Yeah, she's filming a film in Hollywood. She has a major role. So they've not announced. No, they've not announced it yet. They're announcing it next week on Raw. What she's going to be in.
Probably some B-list horror movie.
With Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Okay, no, she's not that bad. But yeah, so
she was in
Morgan,
Chucky, wasn't she?
That was fucking
she was, yeah.
Chucky was ace. But yeah, she will not be on Raw. But someone that'll be on NXT this week is Io Sky. After what happened on Raw, Roxanne and Julia again attacked Rhea Ripley. As
Did they touch on that on NXT last week? Why they're aligning together?
No.
Nope.
They didn't touch on a lot because I think it was just the NXT after WrestleMania. They touched more on.
Get an explanation this week.
Yeah, I think we'll probably get something this week because Io's there. Julia and Roxanne were on. Roxanne?
Roxanne was, yeah.
Who was she against? Oh, she was against Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
She was against Stephanie Vaquer. But Julia wasn't. Julia came out at the end, actually. And then you had Jordan Grace looking over her as well for the title. Stephanie's losing that title next pay-per-view at Battleground.
Yes, she's coming up.
Yeah, she's coming up. Her, Julia. I think Jordan Grace will win it. Her, Julia, and Roxanne are coming up. Which is the right. I'd have Jordan Grace as well, but I mean, you're just stacking the roster, and you're gonna have issues.
I think Jordan Grace knows she's coming up, so she doesn't need to be brought up soon.
She should have just gone straight to the main roster.
Yeah, I believe her deal was a couple of months in NXT. And then
I think she'll be September.
She'll be the transitional period for them.
Yeah, because I was thinking before, like, I hope it doesn't hurt the women's division. But when you look at the women's division on NXT, you've still got Cora Jade, you've still got Sol Rucker, you've still got Zarya, Jada Parker, Ren Sinclair, Rizzo. You've got fucking loads there still that you can work with. So there's no issues. Kalani Jordan will get a step up as well. So, no, that's fine. Plus, you can have people go down there as well to help, like Becky did to 2023. Becky went down to help the women's division because it needed it, because you already had Tiffany and Lyra, and it was struggling. Roxanne as well, but Roxanne was just finding her feet.
Yeah, that's when Roxanne was starting to come into her own.
Yeah, Cora was injured, so
yeah.
Rusev is making his in-ring return next week. Can't wait, against Otis. Excited.
See what Mira can do.
A few Backlash matches has been announced. Obviously, we know Orton and Cena is the main event. Pat versus Gunther got announced last night by Nick Aldis. He was stepping in. Pat wanted Gunther after what happened on Raw last week. And said he'd defend.
That's when he's right, Pat. No, Pat's promo was sick.
Pat's promo was mint on Raw. It was really good. It's like I said, it's a great way to write him off TV for a bit, because he's got football. He's got something coming up with ESPN.
College football again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Football.
Bit of praise this week as well from myself. I've got some praise for Becky Lynch. By the way, I forgot about that actually. Ted's just smiled at me. I forgot what he's got to do. We'll touch on that later when we talk about WrestleMania. Yeah, Becky Lynch.
Actually, can I get right? So if you're going to give this praise, I want to give it a grumble first, if that's all right.
Okay.
I'll go first. So, how do I put this nicely? Well, no, it's not in a nice way.
Well, you want it to grumble, so don't put it nicely.
Live with Valkyrie, right? So, a title reign's been dog shit. All stretch of the imagination. They've not they've not said what that belt. They've not kept to what that belt was supposed to be. So he's not been a great champion. She's then become a tag team champion for a week. Becky's then turned on her. And
A
we get
week?
to this
A
week.
day?
A day.
Day.
Sorry, I say a day. We then cut to this week, where I'm not saying wrestlers should be able to act, but I have never watched a promo that sounded more like a pantomime in my entire life than this back and forth. All that Lara Valkyrie at one point needed to say was "she's behind you," and that's all she needed to say. It was the worst acting I've seen in a long time.
You do know we went through the phase of Drake Maverick pissing his pants.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is up there. This acting was up
Big
there.
E's balls in a jar.
And the whole James Ellsworth.
And dog food on Roman Reigns.
You, John's not seen this promo, but go and watch this promo and you tell me different, John.
So, I'll put a different twist on it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was alright. I thought she did quite well. Considering her title reign has been dog shit, not her fault, that's the writer's fault. To be fair to her. They've had nothing for her creatively. Because I think the whole thing was with Dakota. And then Dakota got injured. So then they just thought, fuck it, we won't use anyone else we've got. We'll just fucking leave her off TV. And she can face Raquel. In reality, she should have dropped the title to Raquel. On Raw when she should have. And then Judgment Day would be... Well, Liv and Raquel will be bragging that they've got titles and Finn hasn't. I thought it was okay. I thought it did what it was supposed to do. Basically, she came out and said... Becky came out, she's the one that attacked Bayley. Shock, surprise, surprise. And then Lara came out and was like, I don't understand why you attacked me, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I don't want to be the next Becky Lynch anymore. I want to be me. That's basically it. That's basically the summary of the whole promo. Basically what you'd think would happen after an attack on a babyface. I thought it was alright. I didn't think it was that bad. I've heard worse. You know?
I just thought we're absolutely
I've
fucking
seen
dreadful.
worse.
I've lived through the PG era, mate. I've fucking seen worse. You know, Brie Bella and Nikki Bella going at it in the ring, shouting at each other. Vicky Guerrero shouting, "Excuse me." I think I'm alright with Lara Valkyrie. It wasn't great, but it was okay.
Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
Mae Young giving birth to a fucking hand. You want to talk about pantomime?
Stinsky punting.
Right, yeah.
Baby.
Let's not forget Kane gave Lita a baby, and Snitsky punted it. And also, let's not forget Triple H had sex with a mannequin dressed up as Kane. I think there's levels to what you're saying there, Ted.
Yeah, no, there is, but
I think there's levels. I don't think it was as bad as all that.
It's not there as in it was how pantomime she sounded. That was the worst thing about it.
But if you think about it, that's her first proper promo. She's not cut a promo on Raw properly like that. At all. And my praise goes to Becky, because her voice didn't annoy me. Even when she was screaming and shouting, it didn't annoy me. That's my praise. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's all she's getting.
Okay.
She didn't wrestle. What more do you want me to give her? You know? She took a title off someone that shouldn't have given a title with her being back a few seconds. Anyway, we'll get onto that when Ted has to do his thing. Anything else major happen last night? Oh, Logan Paul shouted out Jey Uso. We knew it was coming.
Thought that last week.
Yeah, we said it last week. It was going to happen. I'm okay with it. I kind of like the match that it's going to bring up. My praise also goes for Jey Uso because on record I have been saying that he's fine, he's okay, he's champion, but he's not. Last night, he came out and he just looked the part. He didn't even have anything special on. It was just the way he walked with the title. He looked confident. He looks like he was the champ of that show. Whereas the past few months, we all thought Cody was the champ of the show. Or champ of the fucking company. So, but last night, he actually looked like a fucking proper champion. And I thought...
Yeah, he did.
Fair play
he
to
looked
him.
really good. He did look really good.
And and you want to talk about Logan, promos and shit. Logan's promos at the start, mate. Come on now. They were worse than Lyra's.
I don't think so.
Mate, go back and watch his promos at the start.
Even now, there's still a bit ropey at points in them.
Yeah, even I say that.
Well, actually, I don't know. We can't talk about that. I said never mind. Let's ignore
Whose promos are bad in AEW that I always moan about? Ricochet's. You want to talk about pantomime? Ricochet's right there.
Ricochet's have always been bad, though.
No, but even when he wrestles, it's pantomime.
The only Ricochet promo that was any good was the one with Velveteen Dream where he done the springboard over the ropes and landed on his feet in front
The only
of him.
promo that was good is when he left.
That was so good.
When I heard him go on the car. That was the best promo he ever cut in my life. And he's gone. And now he's calling out people on Twitter. Weirdo. I don't think anything. TNA obviously had a Rebellion, a great pay-per-view. Go and watch it if you haven't.
That's a good one.
Yeah, go and watch it.
The Hardy Compound shit was good again as well this week if you haven't seen it.
Oh, the fucking goth baby bit.
Oh, that was last week.
Was that last week? I watched
that was last week on that. That was last week on Impact. And then they had the pay-per-view at the weekend.
It was Wolfie, Dr. Wolfie, and
Ryan
on the sofa, which is fucking brilliant. Seeing the behind the scenes bit for it as well, they're all pissed and themselves laughing at it.
Yeah. The Hardys lost the titles at a Rebellion to the Nemeths, which, from what I've been reading, WWE bound. The Hardys on the main roster.
I don't mind.
I think Raw needs it, to be quite honest with you. As much as we keep saying we don't need the Hardys, that Raw tag team division needs the Hardys. It needs something. Because Fraxium are on SmackDown. Why? They put Fraxium on SmackDown. They debuted on SmackDown. And speaking of SmackDown, obviously we did have another re-debut return. Aleister Black came out to his old music. Def Rebel haven't touched it.
Can I just go back to Raw for 1 second? Something worried me. Chad Gable confronted Penta, and the Lucha Brothers fucking name got brought up with Penta and fucking Ray. I don't like that. That's been mentioned already.
Well, it got
fucking keep them away from each other.
Ray faced Gable at WrestleMania.
No, as in Gable, like.
No, I know.
Penta,
I know, but that's why.
Yeah, no,
at the same point, they've probably run out of ideas right now because they've done it.
And we've not seen our American Grande, or whatever his name is, for 2 weeks since he had the match at WrestleMania.
They'll probably put them together for a match for a while, but then split them back up again. I think they need the Penta rub, and it sounds bad. They need the Penta rub on Ray.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
and I think that's where they're probably going with that because Penta's absolutely running with it. Ray's a bit meh still.
Penta gets it.
I don't think Ray is meh. I mean, compared to I know what you're saying, but I mean, like, obviously on Raw, I get it. Obviously Penta's done what he's done. He's had more time to bed in, and as soon as he came, all the vignettes. Ray's matches on SmackDown have been fucking fantastic. Nathan Frazier, Berto. His match with Berto was fucking fantastic. The issue you've got is the United States title is on Jacob Fatu, and the WWE Championship is on fucking Cena.
I think as well, all the other luchadors are all over there too. Penta's on his own on Raw.
She's a commodity.
He's got the LWO.
They're on SmackDown.
No, they're not. They're on Raw.
No, they're on Raw.
Because Lena got swapped.
Oh, actually, if you wanted Ted's opinions on things,
we don't.
Why are we taking the US title off of fucking Chelsea Green? Chelsea.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That is fine. Chelsea did what she could to make that title relevant. That is fine because it needed, as much as Chelsea's fantastic, that got where it needed to be. Zelina, to be fair to Zelina, she's worked her ass off since her match with Rhea Ripley at Backlash in 2023.
Zelina's so underappreciated for longer than that, mate, I'd say.
No, but like, she's been on TV consistent since then.
Actually, it made me It made me laugh, John. It's me and John are both listening to the Sarai, but she brings Zelina. I forgot all about Zelina getting fired for refusing to not be on Twitch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How wild is that of a thing now? What you think back on it?
Vince won it. I won't let him do it.
And it's probably been as well. This move's probably been a little rub for Alistair's Sparks return as well. Because it happened on the same night he returned.
Yeah.
So it's like, you return, but I want Selena to pick a title. Right, okay, that's fine.
But that's fine though. It's not like if it was like her going to win the women's title, I'd be pissed off because Tiffany's and Charlotte and Bianca and whoever else is on there is like that's the top tier. Zelina was on the verge of winning a mid-card title anyway, so it's fine for her to win that. I've got no issues with Zelina winning that. Chelsea's having some time off now.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of rumours swirling around whether she's just having time off or she's got a bit of an injury as well.
No, she's just having some time off. She's been consistent, hasn't she, for the past year and a half? So Chelsea's having some time off. I reckon she'll be back in attack Tiff.
Yeah.
With her whatever they're called.
Secret Service.
Her Secret Service, what are they called?
We fucking get them away from her and let them do their own thing.
Fucking tell me about it. Yeah. Because that's where it should lead. The Intercontinental always leads to the main title. So Chelsea Green in reality now needs to go after Tiff.
Yeah.
So, anything else? Cody and Orton was a fantastic promo on SmackDown again.
Yeah, it was.
We're still getting LA Knight with Jacob Fatu, but I think they're just stuck what to do with LA Knight till the draft happens. Then they can move LA Knight over to Raw because that's what he needs. He needs to stay away from that now. Drew's now in the United States title picture because the main title's on John Cena. Which is a waste of Drew.
Drew needs it though for a Grand Slam too. So
no, but to me that's just a waste of Drew.
Yeah, it's a waste of Drew. I agree, 100% agree. But at the same point, it's a good way to make the average fan think, well, they're using him properly because he needs that title for his Grand Slam.
Yeah. And it looks like we say that, but it looks like we're still getting Priest and McIntyre because
so that because that title.
I wouldn't be against them for swirling around the US title for a bit.
No, that's not a bad choice.
I want Jimmy in there as well.
Yeah, Big Jimmy's deserved to go on there. But I think, once again, I think they create a rod for himself, having seen her as the world champion. Because the line's picked for him. So it's Orton, then
Bobby Punk.
Then probably Punk to work its way back to Cena Cody again.
Yeah.
Around SummerSlam.
Cena's walking out with it.
We said it last week, didn't we?
Cena's 100% leaving.
He's walking out. No one's winning that title.
December 31st, Cena walks out of the company with that.
And they've got to make a new one.
Got to make a brand new one. That's his title. He's retiring that title.
Yeah. And they won't be an undisputed title till they bring it back again. Because that's what they like doing, isn't it?
Just be a WWE title again.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when they bring the two titles back together again, it'll be the undisputed title again.
Yeah.
I think main news is that's it, really. There's nothing major. Good to see Sami Zayn being used with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, same. I don't mind that.
Yeah. I actually thought at one point he was joining them. And I was like, I don't like that. And then he was like, nah, mate, fuck off.
It'd be good if you could.
Rusev, Liv, Pat, Io, Sammy, Liv. Yeah, no, it's... Oh, there was glitches on Raw. Behind Logan Paul.
When was this?
So when Logan Paul's walking in the back, there is a board advertising Raw. And all the letters on it all glitch out.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't. It was on Instagram this morning when I saw it, and I went, White 6 look like they're back on Raw with Alexa. Alexa's apparently the leader, from what I've been reading. Alexa's the leader, and that's the way they're going with it.
Just piss me off that they're wasting it now.
Yeah.
I have lost massive interest in it. Massive interest. Don't get me wrong, with that bell, them bells, the piano keys toll again, my hairs will stand up, but they need to do something massive with it quickly.
Yeah. agree. Last week I said the Karrion Kross promo was WWE knew about it. WWE knew about it, but they didn't know what was being said. It's come out today that Karrion Kross, it wasn't scripted. WWE knew he was going to say something, but they didn't know how far he'd go or what he'd actually say. That was all from Karrion. I don't think we got Karrion on Raw last night, did we?
Yeah, he came up to Sammy when you've got a big decision to make.
He did. And one for you, Ted. Miko Satomura has officially retired.
Yeah, she
Got her on a supercard last night. Randomly.
she was there was quite a few posters in Japan while I was over there. Mention it. No mention of WrestleMania while I was out there, but Miko Satomura's retirement, yes.
Well, her last match in WWE took place on July 27th during a tour of Japan, when she faced Bayley at Tokyo's... I'm not going to pronounce that.
Korakuen Hall?
Nope.
Ryo
Goku Koku Giken.
Yeah, it's the...
Yeah, that one.
I actually I'll tell that story in a sec.
And that ended a WWE run with a match that many viewed as passing of the torch. Bayley wants to be in a storyline that's got love involved, by the way. She said in an interview. Interesting. Should see what comes of that. And also, the Mexico show for AEW sold out within minutes.
Yeah, 2
Grand
2
Slam
days.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Weeks before the event. Well done to AEW. That's genuinely, that's from well done.
I don't believe the. I think Ticketmaster fucked up Forbidden Door. I've seen a lot of grumbles online about the Forbidden Door tickets and stuff.
Are they on sale?
I think they were on pre-release.
Yeah, pre-release.
But yeah, I believe there was a massive fuck up, and people having issues with them, and the pricing's been, as Ticketmaster are well known for doing now. Once someone gets interest, they hack the price up. Yeah, they are on pre-sales happening now. I've probably got an email somewhere from, but I did. Yeah, I would have an email. I'll probably have a junk mail from Fight TV or something.
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock is the pre-sale.
Collision's been cancelled this week. Guess why? For the Avengers movie. They moved Collision off the air for the Avengers.
Which event? Like what?
The first one.
Thunderbolts?
No, the Avengers.
There'll be something else. There'll be more on scheduling than that because it's a slot.
No, it's not. AEW Collision this Saturday will need to change the channel. It's been moved to TBS.
That's fucking amazing. Go on, Avengers.
While they move TNT as a different priority, they're airing Avengers Infinity War during the normal time slot. As of now, no matches or segments have been announced.
Collision's terrible anyway, so it's fine. They can drop that. Where's this one that they were meant to be launching?
It was all a rumour, weren't it? It was all a rumour.
Yeah.
They don't need another fucking show. They don't need another show.
You drop Collision and make something half decent. Collision's...
Oh, why don't you just keep Collision and make something out of it?
It's just a jobber show. That's like, literally this week I was looking at the matches on...
No, it's not. It's the second best TV programme in wrestling. Someone said it on Twitter this morning, sorry.
Ah, right, okay. I like match changes. Like, what, John, what have you done to Matt? Like, while I've been away?
He's done nothing to me. Wish he fucking would. Right, yeah, so...
You'd be so lucky.
Nah, you'd be lucky with me, mate. Ted.
Two of us be out of breath. Think about it.
And that's just taking our tops off. WrestleMania. Obviously, you watched night 1 with us. Where did you watch night 2, and what did you think of WrestleMania as a whole?
So night 2, I watched on the way to Disney. And then I watched the rest when I got back to my hotel room after Disney. Because I was a little bit delayed, because I may or may not have got lost in Japan, in Tokyo for a little bit.
You did.
Thanks to Google Maps. I might have had to get a lovely gent from the train station, say to come and put me on the right train. Say he did me a solid. So I eventually got back to my hotel, but I was so done with life by the point I got back to my hotel. I had a drink and that was about it, and then I fell asleep. So I then watched it the next morning. I asked John for the main points of what to watch, and I stuck to that. So night one, I thought were really good. The opening match were good. The ending was shit, but it got the result that I wanted. The end was surprising. It was the most surprising it could have been. Happy it just weren't CM Punk, so didn't mind that. Tiff beating Charlotte, I was very surprised at. So I will hold my hands up and say.
Well, that's a great place to just stop for a second. How long was the video we were going to do? 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
You can do a TikTok on that, that's fine.
Okay.
Ted has got some nice things to say about Bubba Ray Dudley. I can't wait.
I've just got to call.
I can't wait to see what he says about Bubba Ray Dudley. He's amazing in every single way, shape or form. Ugh.
So what I'll do is I'll go by both night. I'll go night one and night two.
Well, I'll do what I did with John last week when we spoke about it. Match of the weekend at WrestleMania.
Do you want to know something? I am going to do it. Io versus Bianca versus Rhea.
That's what John put. Well, no.
They were amazing.
Me and John put the triple threat on the main event of night one because it was fucking incredible. But that's second for me. Fucking incredible match.
It was incredible. It was really good.
OMG moment of the weekend.
Joe Hendry coming out.
Knew you'd say that.
Against Orton because I didn't think.
I said it to John last week. Do you know how mental is a TNA champions at WrestleMania?
I was mental. I'm rather.
No, I'm just because Ted didn't watch it, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like how mental it was that a TNA champion.
I was buzzing. You were there.
I said last week. I've not been on the whole viral Joe Hendry thing.
I am on the. I'm going to be buying that. I've just seen that T-shirt on WWE.com. I will be buying that shirt.
Oh, and Alice's new. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would have liked it.
I knew he was never going to win.
Well, this is the thing. So everyone's like, "Oh, WWE have fucked over TNA." TNA were very happy with what happened.
Yeah,
of course they're going to be happy. Their world champions have gone out and wrestled a legend of the ring on the biggest night in wrestling.
Exactly. So for people are going, "Oh, WWE screwed over TNA," I don't think they have, mate. They've had their champion at the biggest show of the year.
I would let Randy Orton kick fuck out of me for 10 minutes if it meant I got the being a mid-card at WrestleMania.
Exactly. Randy Orton as well, not just any old, not like Tozawa or something. It was Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's it. They've not had Otis and Tozawa out there getting pissed off that they're on the cards and have called someone out, and then Joe Hendry comes out and gets squashed by a pair of them.
Yeah.
No, he's gone out and had a decent match against an absolute legend of the ring.
Definitely. But it's tribalism on social media, isn't it?
But if you didn't know who Joe Hendry or TNA was, if you
you know now.
You're gonna go looking like, who the fuck's this guy?
Exactly.
And you can be pleasantly surprised when you see all the old school stuff from Joe Hendry.
No, you're gonna be pissed off when you see the end of fucking Impact. Rebellion. Sorry. Fucking Trick Williams, the prick. No, I don't hate Trick. I hate Booker T.
Oh yeah.
No. He's not allowed. He's not allowed now.
It's banned.
John now is on the bandwagon.
Go back and watch the live stream from NXT, mate. I was nearly sick live on stream listening to that. Mate, the best way I can describe that is I've woke up in the middle of the night and heard my mum and dad having sex. That was my dad.
I won't mind come, but Charmel was behind him.
About Valkyrie.
About Vakir.
Vakir.
I know the
his
noise
wife
he
was
makes for the
sitting
women
behind
when
him.
they walk out.
And his wife was sitting right behind him.
You'll be glad you didn't watch it when Sexy Red came out on the things he said about that. Or, as I call her, Mediocre Red. She fucking is sexy.
Bit red.
Yeah, it's just red. just red. With
Even
tattoos on her
amazing
face.
Because
Tattoos on her face. You know.
This is dreadful.
Um.
Sean wanted to be a wrestler.
Yeah, that's long gone that, I think, now.
Fucking baby.
Who came out the best of the weekend, do you think, Ted? Who came out looking strong?
The man that I've wanted to see win a belt for probably the last 18 months, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I said Tiff or Dom.
Yeah.
And EO
Actually,
as
yeah,
well.
Tiff would be up there. Just no,
Tiff,
because the visuals,
EO,
like,
and Dom.
No, because she had obviously she got the facial injury and stuff, so it got rid of that sort of Barbie look. She looked tough. Let's say at the end of the match. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Dom because that's what I wanted to see for a long, long time.
That's fair. And
Dom was even getting cheered last night against Penta.
Yeah,
got cheered last week on Raw as well.
Yeah.
And who came out the worst, do you think?
I want to say. Will you let me have two?
Yeah.
So the two people I think came out the worst from the weekend, I would probably say New Day. Just that match was just very.
I know, but they won the titles, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's.
I'd go to War Raiders. I don't think you asked me that
War
last
Raiders.
week.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, like War Raiders.
No, I didn't. I just
it
thought
made no sense to me.
Yeah. I'd say War Raiders came off worst off out of Mania.
Yeah,
go on.
And the other, I'm oohing and ahhing about the other one because.
Oh, let's see that. Did you say she then?
Yeah.
All right, don't matter then. It's not who I'm about to say. Go on.
Actually, no. She didn't. She looks all right. It was a SmackDown performance that I've got some beef with. So I'll probably say War Raiders out the weekend.
Who was you gonna say?
I was gonna say Naomi. It's like for them fucking punches on SmackDown.
Mate, that match with Tiff on SmackDown with Jade Cargill was very safe. That was a very safe match. It was slowed down to fuck for Jade.
Yeah, no, I mean the punches from Naomi. No, when she had Jade on the floor, the punches.
Yeah, but I mean that's
really
just
bad.
that's just.
They were like
I've seen worse.
punches.
Look at Nia Jax in War Games.
Yeah, fair. Right.
Do you know what I mean? I can look
Naomi's
past that.
Involved, though, again.
Nia Jax's chair shots.
I can look past it. Yeah. And Young Bucks had a bad chair shot on Dynamite last week, I think. Fucking shocking it was. It looks really weak. And I even put on AEW's post, I like the Bucks, but what the fuck was that chair shot? I would have said Gunther for how quick he tapped out. I've rewatched that match again. The match is great. I actually enjoyed the match. The ending was just crap, so I changed my mind on the match. The match was actually good. And Coda. I think Cody's come out looking shit because of Travis Scott. If it was The Rock got involved, I'd be like, right, okay, it's The Rock. It's Travis Scott.
I think the Travis Scott thing's down to sponsorships, though.
He's wrestling, isn't he? He's training.
But I think it's a big push.
He wants to do what Logan's done.
Fucking work. But I think the TKO and Netflix and stuff will be pushing for him more.
No, I know. But I mean, when you look at it at the grand scheme of things, I personally think Cody's come out looking shit.
Yeah.
I know he's lost to Cena. Cena's 17 world champ. I get that bit. But you've lost because Travis Scott. Come on now. He beat Roman Reigns. For me, that's just bollocks.
Oh, that whole match.
And the match was shit anyway, wasn't it?
The whole match booking was bollocks. So,
bit cautious of time.
You undersold how bad that match was. That the end of that match was.
I didn't want to spoil it for you. That's why, mate. Because
Yeah.
I know it's for stuff you had to watch. It's not point me saying to you, "Oh, don't watch that," because you had to watch the match to get what's going on now.
And people
Yeah.
called it the worst WrestleMania of all time. I'm not being funny, but 27. Are we forgetting 27? One good match, Triple H and Taker. The main event was Miz and Cena, with The Rock involved.
And he went to a double count out at one point.
Yeah, and The Rock had to restart it.
Yeah.
26, one good match. Taker and Shawn. 25, one good match, Taker and Shawn. Like, it's not as bad as people
I didn't think
make
it was
out.
that bad. There were some bad points, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I think the way we said it last week is night one. It was okay matches till the main event. The main event sold night one. That's what made night one. Then night two started off absolute flying. And I think because of how good night two was and the main event just absolute panned. The match was okay until the finish.
Yeah.
It was doing its job until the finish. And I
was so pissed when his music hit.
I think that's massive part of the problem. And we've touched on this before. The expectation now is for certain things that happen because we're expecting them. So, for example, everybody would have expected Travis Scott to come out because of what happened at Elimination Chamber. But I think the big hype was on The Rock turning up to cost him his title, or after night one, Paul and Seth coming out with The Rock to cost him his title.
That should have been the thing. If The Rock isn't gonna be there, the Rock needed to create like a video of some sort endorsing Seth and Paul.
Do you know what? In hindsight though, mate, I rather that it didn't cross over. I'm more invested in this new trifecta of terror, knowing that they have fuck all to do with what's going on with Cody.
I agree with you.
Right now, because inevitably Cody's going to be world champion again in some point soon. Well, not soon, but by the end of the year, beginning of next year, Cody will pick that title up again. If this trifecta is still a thing, that's when you introduce them into it. Because Cody, as we learned for the last 12 months, Cody needs major competitors to make the title relevant for him. This year, he's had great matches, but everybody was complaining because he was wrestling the likes of LA Knight and Logan Paul instead of wrestling Roman Reigns every week and Randy Orton every week and Kev Owens every week. It only got good once we started to go into the Kev Owens stage.
Yeah, we did.
And it picked up, but at that point, we're in Mania season.
Yeah.
So the trifecta stays away of it. If they can stay away from it until Cody picks it up, and it gives Cody something to run with again.
I don't think he faced LA Knight, did he? No, it was AJ.
To AJ.
AJ at the start of his run, and then it turned to Logan for Saudi. Then it was Solo.
For fucking ages.
And then it was
Solo.
Kev.
Yeah. But it's
I agree with you.
That's why it was so lackluster. And I don't. Cody can take time off now. As well, I think because Cody's been on every show and enough every week for the last couple of months. Give Cody time off. Take him off TV for a while.
They won't know because he's the face of the company.
Yeah, but this is it. It'd be appreciation though, and I think that's sometimes what happened. I was thinking about this obviously with John Cena and Roman. When everybody loved them and then they turned against them, and the reason is, you force him down our face.
Yeah.
Take Cody off. Make him appreciate that he's not there. Look what happened when Randy returned back after a year off. I'm not saying give Cody a year off by no man. But look at what it's like when Randy returned. Randomly.
It was 2 years, wasn't it?
Yeah. But take him off and make him appreciate. Yeah. Take him away. Send him off. Like, have him get beat down by somebody. Write him off TV for a little while.
He's not been seen since WrestleMania, so you can just keep him off.
Just keep him off TV now. Let him have some time off. Spend some time with his little girl. And then I would say Backlash. After Backlash, bring him back. Come out to save. Help Randy. With this with Cena. Or...
Yeah. Well, the rumours are going into SummerSlam. It'll be Cena and Travis versus Bad Bunny and Cody Rhodes.
I've heard Bad Bunny flying around a lot.
Yeah. That or Money in the Bank. But I feel like Money in the Bank they'll do Cena and Punk.
Who?
Yeah, but he's not coming out with Damien Priest.
He's not
like
coming
you've
out
said
with Damien
every
Priest.
week.
And he's not come out on the first Netflix.
I'm intrigued to see how they make that work because there's zero irrelevance between him and Cody. There's zero.
They'll probably do it with the way that he thinks he's better than Travis in the music world. And just do it that way.
I don't understand the word Bad Bunny says, but I do enjoy his music more than I do Travis Scott's. That theme song needs to be dropped by Raw quick.
It has been. It's not Raw theme. It was WrestleMania.
Oh, what's the one he does for Raw?
I don't know. It's not theme though.
It just never needs to be played again.
Yeah, who was it that said that the other day on an interview? Oh, it was about a WrestleMania backstage. Oh, there was a question I actually wanted to ask you.
Okay.
With WWE doing WWE Unreal and opening the curtain to a lot of backstage stuff, are you okay with it? Only because there's a lot of social media again, I know, but there's a lot of people complaining that it's opening up too much and making us stop believing that heel and face and Gunther's actually been suspended when we know he's not. His story.
Well,
What's your thoughts on
been
it?
Dead for ages. I think this is just a fucking another nail. It's like the coffin's been already nailed shut for fucking years, like since Mark Calloway became a thing. And say for me, so that's when kayfabe died. Actually, MJF kept it alive for a little while, and then he's shite now. He's not shite, but he's just doing not great things.
Kayfabe for me went in like 2010. It went in 2010 when. To be fair, kayfabe went when news websites started fucking coming on and reporting everything going.
Yeah,
that's when it went.
I think kayfabe is there till you're a certain age. Myself.
Yeah.
Once you're old enough,
isn't it?
Yeah, once you're at a certain age and you realise, yeah, hang on a minute, this is predetermined. I'm just going to enjoy the wrestling. And this is why one of the reasons I don't read dirt sheets and stuff like that, because I like to keep the unknown, and that's me keeping. It's obviously not full kayfabe, but that's me keeping surprises and stuff. My little kayfabe is still alive. Me, Untold. Is it Untold? It's been called or
Unreal.
Unreal. I'm looking forward to it, and it's just because I enjoy things that make me think and make me go, oh, okay. And that's the stuff I like to watch. I watch lots of documentaries and stuff anyway, so I like the old behind the scenes stuff. I don't want it to be major spoilers or anything like that. I'm not fussed by it, but I get where people are coming from. People want to keep it real, and I get it. But at the same point, there is an audience for it, and it's massive. You look at all the documentaries Amazon's done behind the sports world. Netflix have done. Is it F1? Netflix has done one with F1. There's a demand for it.
Yeah, they're doing it with football as well. You go backstage and you see, hang on a minute, my camera's gone fucking weird.
Yeah, it's just jewelry. That's all. You still sounding fine.
No, I know, but let me see.
Are you back now?
Back? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it with football though. When we saw Pep Guardiola give his speech when United beat him, and during the treble season and stuff, like they went backstage, like in the actual dressing room, and you see everything.
There's a call for it. How do you think about it though? Breaking Ground, was it the NXT one?
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing, and that was really, really good.
LG's kind of like the same thing as well, you know.
Yeah.
LG's very reality TV for me. I will say that.
No, but what I'm saying is when you watch it, you see the backstage stuff while you're there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you see you see Trick and Ober just having a chat.
But this is it. It's just the kayfabe and stuff like that. It can be easily broken for something if you really believe in it, and you could potentially break kayfabe by meeting these people in a petrol station one day because he travel together. In Soraya's book, her and AJ Lee became really close friends when she got called up to the main
Mhm.
roster, but they were bitter rivals on screen.
Yeah.
But they travelled together. One of
Roman
them
and
used
Seth?
to hide. Yeah, Roman and Seth. One of AJ used to hide in the footwell of the car when they pulled out of arenas to keep it alive.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That when she was saying about that did make me chuckle.
Well, there's interviews where Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns all talk about Mox
Yeah,
and how much and how Seth means to Roman and Roman means to Seth. Like, it's been. I'm like you. It's been dead since the internet started. I look on the dirt sheets myself. One, because we do this. I like talking about certain things, but like I love knowing what's going on backstage. I don't know why. I just like knowing what's going on. But the original on the shot that they did, they showed the original WrestleMania card.
Punk had 2 fucking matches.
Not on this one, he hasn't.
The one
Oh
I've
yes,
seen,
yeah,
Punk,
sorry, yes, he has.
Punk had 2 matches
so
at Mania.
this was the original WrestleMania card. So you have Ray and Gable, Braun and Drew, Bad Bunny and Dom, AJ and Logan, Charlotte and Becky versus Io and Asuka, Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day, Orton versus Owens, Jade Cargill and Nia Jax for the women's title, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair for the women's world title, Punk or Seth versus Gunther for the world title, Roman versus Punk or Seth, whoever was going to go on the other one, and then Cody versus Cena. I kind of like the card we got, though, to be fair, compared to that. Take out the Wyatt Six and Judgment Day and put that in instead of the tag match we got. And by the way, that TLC, we've not touched on it, the TLC match on SmackDown, how the hell that wasn't on WrestleMania, I don't know.
It was
And you know what?
such a good match.
Props to the 6 guys are going out, going right. They may not have done, but if it was me, I would have got the other 5 guys together and gone, look, they're not putting us on Mania. Let's go out and fucking show them that we should have been on Mania. Let's give them like, who's willing to do a Jeff Hardy and Edge spot with me?
Mm-hmm.
And we got it with Tommaso. Tommaso, please grow your beard back very, very quickly.
Oh my god, please.
It's quite disturbing.
It scares me.
I couldn't do Raw because I haven't been sleeping well because I'm having nightmares about beardless Tommaso.
Honestly, it's scary.
It's haunting me. But yeah, they have literally gone out and gone like, fuck you, if you're not putting us on Raw, we are going to, on Mania, we're going to show you that we deserve it.
Yeah.
And they fucking did. And
Yeah,
tops off to Tez taking that guy's leg out and standing.
Oh, mate, it was so
It
good.
was so good.
You wanted more weapons? There you go.
That's the shit I love. And I've seen the crowd view with the person sitting next to him, and he stood there like, Tez, use my leg. Tez
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's great. But you know, they just shown that they deserve to be on there.
Yeah, they did.
And it was fucking travesty that we got a cup of coffee against Ray Phoenix.
I love
Don't
how
get me
that's
wrong.
caught on now.
I'm happy that Ray Phoenix got a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
But he could have had it next year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather have had it next year, personally.
I'm like you, Matt. If a pay-per-view should have all titles on it.
Yeah.
Especially Mania, every title should be defended. It shouldn't. You can have a singles match if it's got bad blood behind it or a major storyline coming into it.
Like
But
Jade
every
and Naomi was.
Yeah. Or Drew and Priest to a degree. I know it wasn't massive as Jade and Naomi, but it had a bit of substance behind it. But every title should have been pre-booked first, and then when you've got spaces, you put them matches in.
Yeah, definitely. No, agree.
Especially with 2 nights. How can you not have every title
Yeah.
over 2 nights?
And a ladder match, you didn't have like you. I know we don't have to have a ladder match, but like a multi-man match for a title. Why have you not thought? Oh, you know, there's quite a few stars on SmackDown not being used. I know they probably didn't want to pay him.
But they used them on the Battle Royale, so everybody would have got a big payday for doing the Battle Royale.
But there's a different knowing it from a SmackDown to a WrestleMania. It's a different payday.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that like with the US title and the Intercontinental title, and you can do the same with the women. I feel like they need that.
Yeah,
now.
no, I agree.
Historically, there have been some of the best matches at Mania when they've been a multi-man ladder match.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't even need to be a ladder match. You could have a multi-man battle royale over the top rope. Ditch the fucking Andre because it's pants. But put multi-man.
I don't like battle royals for a title. I hate it. Me personally, I hate it. I'd rather have like a 7-man, or a 6-man scramble match. Do you remember the scramble match in 2008? Unforgiven 2008, where they had the scramble match, where you could pin as many times as you want. Whoever's the champion at the end, whoever holds that championship
they
at the
did
end.
the
That's it.
hardcore, didn't they? For hardcore title for fucking
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Yeah. They should have done something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And I think that's where the talent will get a bit pissed off if things are going on, especially if you're giving time the fucking celebrities like Travis Scott and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We had Johnny Knoxville last year, and I think it just needs, every title just needs to be on there. Show them the respect.
That Johnny Knoxville match was fucking great, though.
Yeah, fucking brilliant, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was my match of the night.
I think we actually said it was one of our matches of the weekend. Right, Ted, dead quick. Tell us what you did wrestling-wise in Japan.
So, I went to Tudokan. John, you will know this, like Jay. My mate Jay's wrestling taste is a bit odd, so a normal NJPW shirt ain't going to cut it with Jay, so I went and hunted down in Tudokan. I got him a nice, cool NJPW Stardom crossover shirt from 2021, which was very cool. I was considering buying some wrestling masks while I was over there, but I weren't sure
Any
on
certain
the market.
Ones?
So I was looking at, there were two in particular that I looked at. There were one that were ridiculously out of my price range. I was looking at a Dragon Lee mask that he wore on SmackDown, but it was like 500 quid, I'd say, which is a bit out of my price range. Then the other ones, because he's just announced that he's leaving NJPW, and LIJ are one of my favourite factions in wrestling, I was going to go and get a Bushi mask, but the value of them were just all over the place. So I couldn't tell if it were like a decent investment, like, because there's a place in Japan. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want it ruining or like taking away. Like, it's a really good place for wrestling figurines, all stuff geeky. So Akibara is the tourist trap now. That used to be the place where everyone got good deals for things. The more and more that's been popularized, it's now just a tourist trap. There's another place in Tokyo, well, it's outside of Tokyo, that's really good, and I don't want to fucking put it out there and people knowing about it. So, there's a place there.
Trap?
So,
everything's more expensive and catered towards the tourists. So,
okay.
So, tourist trap. I'm trying to think of like a holiday resort sort of place. Like you go.
London.
Benidorm would be Benidorm's not a tourist trap because it's set up to be that way. But if you go to like
London,
Barcelona's a tourist trap.
Yeah.
Like everything's overpriced.
Yeah. Everything's overpriced, but if you know where to go, you'll find the stuff you want to. Same in New York to a degree. If you're shopping around Times Square, everything's twice the price it would be if you went.
Yeah, it's the same as London, then, isn't it?
Yeah,
the exact same.
Yeah, there's a place in Japan which I found that I got told about, and I made a promise to a friend to not put it out there, say for everyone to know about. It's really good. It's really good for everything merchandise wise. Actually, to be fair, I say that, but that was where I bought our first box of cards, and that was more expensive the second time. But basically this place is where everybody in Japan goes to sell their stuff. And I was looking at masks. So in the Tudokan shop, you were looking about 66,000 yen to about 72,000 yen, which is roughly between 150 to 200 quid ish. But then in the other place, there were masks going for 16,000 yen to 25,000 yen. So there was just that much of a big
climb,
a big differentiate between the two. I just didn't want to risk it. I ended up buying it in the end. I had
Is that where you bought as Roman Reigns top?
the Roman Reigns thing was gone, bro.
I know, I'm joking.
See, that's another one, Tudican. That's when I went last year, was a relatively unknown thing that I found online. I went this year, and it's this fuck all in it now, because everyone knows about
Everyone
it,
goes there. Yeah, fair
and
play.
everyone goes there.
Fair enough.
So that's why there's certain things that I'm just not going to mention to anyone. Because they've still got a really good mask collection, Tudican. I'll give them that. But the shirt selection this time were
Really
non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play.
I went to the New Japan store a couple of times. I spent a lot of money in the New Japan store. I bought like 8 new T-shirts, I think. Yeah, I bought a Bullet Club, a Gabe Kid, a Tanner towel, a short shirt, a Del Desperado shirt. Yeah, I bought like 8 shirts in the end. I bought quite a bit of NJPW merch. So I wanted actually should be you. Sorry, a second ago.
I've got a new shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to see what it is? You're going to say why the fuck have you bought that, by the way? You are actually going to say that. Alright, let me turn down me thing. Go on, Ted, you show yours.
So I wanted some
Where's he gone?
Naito shirts. A Naito shirt because Naito's retiring. Well, he's leaving NJPW.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the last bit of LIJ merch that they're releasing. So I just had to pick it up. It's a pretty cool T-shirt. No, there's no. I'm not.
Liv Morgan, baby!
But yeah, one of the things I don't know if I mentioned on the streams or to the people while we were doing stuff. The biggest surprise for me this time out is no one gives a shit about WWE in Japan. Every wrestling shop I went to, I asked about WrestleMania, and everyone was like, I don't know.
I like that though, innit? Because of fucking Japan. In Japan.
No, but remember that, like, at one point, WWE were a big thing a big-ish thing in over there.
Well, they do like
Which is
mediocre wrestling, don't they? So.
Being over there, it worries me a lot. If NJ's got a future? Like, I don't know what the fuck happens with NJ.
So, you said WWE no one gives a shit about. What are they talking about over there then? If it's New Japan, if you're worried about New Japan and WWE, what they talking about? Is it AEW?
It's more Stardom.
Oh, is it?
And things like that I hear a lot about.
What is that noise?
Oh, it's me dropping my phone.
You what?
It's me. My phone was resting on my laptop and it dropped off.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, it was more Stardom I heard more about. Everyone would talk about Stardom.
Fairs?
The NJPW bits are. I've been talking to a few of the lads. It's like, if you'd have come to me at the start of this year and went Naito and Bushi are going to leave before the mid-year, I would have told you you're a liar. Say there would have been a chance. I'd say, but they've got massive problems, NJ, man, now. Like,
I think NJ's going to
love
suffer because there isn't an independent circuit as such no more.
there's nowhere you can send. No,
There's nowhere that needs to. There's no circuit going on where stars are developing for them to bring on tours as well. So for years they relied on the likes of Will Ospreay doing his bit over here, but doing a tour over there. Same with Kenny. Same with the Bucks. There's no independence anymore, because if anybody starts to make a racket on the independent scene, they're usually signed up and grabbed pretty quick. And I think that's New Japan's problem, because they relied on them part-time deals and contracts with people who were happy to do independence around the world and then come do a 6-week tour with them.
So the other thing for me as well is, I don't know if you've seen this. So I only knew about it from little bits I heard while I was away. So TJP has come out and said that Jeff Cobb intentionally messed up the entire messed up the United Empire
I read that.
storyline. And he broke it up from the inside. And for me, NJPW, that roster were like family. Like that's always been the thing that you hear about the Japanese roster is there's just it's harmony. Everyone's there for the same reasons. And at the minute it just seems very fractured. And I want to know these offers that are getting put on the table, because if Naito, your biggest selling merch the highest selling merch, Matt, what am I trying to say? He sells the most.
Is your most profitable? Your most profitable superstar wrestler.
Yeah, your most profitable superstar, and you're not throwing the kitchen sink at him.
I think it's hard now though, because there's now more than just WWE as their alternative. I think their offers that they're making them as well, like not just WWE, AEW, TNA, whatever. They're not having to compete in tournaments that are on every day for 6 weeks. They can get time off TV. They can. I think as well, if they're now getting to a certain point in their age as well, the money that's thrown at them by these companies, AEW, WWE, and maybe not as TNA, but them two in particular, if they are somebody that's massive, they're going to throw money at them and give them, look at Will Ospreay's, well, not much just Will, because Will's on TV all the time, but look at Pac, for example. Pac has got probably a bumper deal, but includes him having 6 months off TV every year.
Yeah.
Because he comes home. Will's deal is he can come home, he films Dynamite, and he flies back home.
They pay for that as well, don't they?
And they pay for all that travel.
Yeah.
WWE, they're making, if you look at their stars now, we know they're taking less TV time. They're doing less live events, in tours and stuff. And they're happy to give people time off. Like Chelsea Green's got time off now. Gunther's got time off now. I mean, these are their megastars. A couple of years ago, when it was just WWE, and they didn't have competitors, they were wrestling 360 days a year. It was 355 days a year. They were working.
Which is wild.
And I think when you look at New Japan, because they're not a week in, week out sort of thing, they're every so often, they want every star to perform and do multiple matches across multiple days in a short period of time. Look at the Better Super Juniors. That's near enough an everyday thing at the beginning for 3 weeks.
And then you're generally doing tag matches if you're not doing main matches.
And it can't be good for them. It can't go. No. I know they're athletes, and we say this about footballers when they're like the moment they've got to play 2 games in less than 3 days. Well, that's your job. I get it, but it can't be good for them. They're not getting time the repair, not some time. And I think if you look historically through the people who come out injured out there, how long they go out injured for, and it's usually bad injuries because they're knackered.
Yeah, it's just the foot. But yeah, that's about it from that time, wrestling wise. It's really cool. It was nice. It was cool seeing some old school figures. I wish me and John, we were up at the same times while I was there, so I could probably show him stuff. There probably was some stuff I missed deal wise, but I'll just have to take him in person when he comes next year. But yeah, so what I've decided is next year, guys, I am going away to Japan again. I've decided I'm going away on.
Are you just googling WrestleMania? Are you? Okay.
I think it was May.
Yeah, you just googling it. Okay, okay.
Oh, is this where we're doing this now? I thought we were doing this off air.
You can fuck off, and me and John are gonna go for a fucking break.
The 11th and 12th of
him and Zoe are trying to talk me to go with him.
Yeah.
They've ganged up. They want me to go with him.
Tough fucking shit.
No, I'm only joking. I'm only
tough
kidding.
Fucking shit.
I'm going to be going in July, August time. is this time. Is when I'll go. I've already started planning. As I say, because I want to get back. As I say, I love it out there. It is honestly where my soul belongs. Is Japan. Let's say that's. I've come to the realization this time. There's just so much about the place that I love. As I say, I can be a single one person and feel comfortable in Japan. I can go out and do stuff on my own, and it's a comfortable experience. I'm not gonna worry about who's about. I'm not gonna watch my back. As I say, I feel safe. As saying and I've came and I don't know if it's come across in this video. I feel I'm a lot more I've gained a lot of confidence, and I feel I am a lot better as a person right now. As I say, for this trip. But yeah, let's say we'll leave it on that positive note. But yeah, let's say
Cheers, see you later, everyone.
I think that's about it. We've been going for like an hour and a half, I think.
Hour and 20, but you did that. I'm going to cut out the Pokemon bit, so.
Yeah.
So really, it's like an hour and 10.
Okay.
It's not even that. It's an hour and 15. No, but yeah, probably our shortest one in the past 2 weeks, to be fair.
Nothing really's happened, and these happen every now and then where nothing massive happens, and we sort of like
even after Mania
picking at things, and but I think people will be appreciative of a short one after the marathon one last week, and the marathon one the week before, the marathon 1 week before that.
Yeah,
even top five's got to a point where they were getting like proper long too.
I know.
But no.
I know. Tell me about it. GM modes.
Yeah, well, that's a different matter. But no, mate, it's good to hear that you've come back with this new outlook, mate, and I'm hoping it continues on. I don't let nothing take it away from you.
Yeah.
Absolute. And I know you as well, Matthew. I know you're making changes and you're positivity. As much as I weren't in your live yesterday, I heard so I could hear it. And it's good. It's good to hear people making changes and it actually making them feel better. But no, it's cool. So we're at that point, peeps, where we do the wrap up the spiel. You know the shit by now. We are Wrestling Fellas. We are Wrestling Fellas everywhere. Make sure you go and follow us. Get in that Discord as well. If you're not subscribed while you're watching us here, why not?
We've been mugged off, by the way. I can edit this bit out, but we've been mugged off. That guy that wanted to know how much the figures were fucking left as soon as you told him.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
I blocked him.
Good job I didn't tell him the right price down on it.
Did you not?
What's this?
Oh, some guy asked if he knew what prices, so he said, "Oh, I might do." I googled it, mate. It's just the first price I found. It's just the first price I found online, mate, just to appease him. That's all that was. The WCW figures, they were fuck off. But yeah. So yeah, don't forget to follow us everywhere. Subscribe when you're here. Leave a comment. I think what we can leave a comment about this week. So let us know in the comments who you felt came worst off at WrestleMania, because that was something we didn't talk about last week. Back to normal regime though this week, so we'll have a top 5 this week, Matt.
Nope, we've not got any top 5s.
Have we not got one in the pre-roll recording? No. Ah well, GM
we need to get them back. We've got GM mode on Thursday. On Sunday, and we've got showcase. It said showcases carrying on Thursday instead of top 5. And main event tonight.
Obviously, the main event tonight. Live, we'll be back on Monday for Raw, for foreseeable.
Do you want to know something, peeps?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's interested, let us know in the comments. There's a New Japan show at the weekend.
So Resurgence this weekend?
No, that's the 9th of May. That one. But this is Wrestling Dontaku. But yeah, it's
sounds like something I'm gonna have from a Chinese.
So and they've got the It is a dog pound cage match, which the last one was the one where it was Will Ospreay and that versus the War Dogs. It's,
A dog pound cage match.
So it's like a cage match, but the other side of the, it's not like a WWE cage match where it's in the ring, is caged off. It's a bit more like a Hell in the Cell without a top.
Oh, like the old fucking way WCW used to do.
Yeah.
Fairs. I thought it was like a Ken from Hell match.
Yeah, let us know in the comments then if anybody wants to see that. Ted might do a live stream.
So I'll be on Japanese time anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting up at that sort of in the morning anyway.
When are you back in work?
Next Wednesday.
Oh, so you got some time to chill out then.
That's what I mean. I'm going to do some tidying and stuff.
Fairs.
But yeah, I'm just in the market for some. So I've found a love for matcha coffee while I've been out there. So I'm in the market for some
Rusev
nice.
I knew
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
coming.
I knew
coming.
I knew when I'd said it. I was like, for fuck's sake, I've opened myself up here. But yeah, I've started like enjoying like matcha lattes in the morning. So I'm gonna try keeping up with that because it's good for you. It's good for you.
Fairs.
Yeah.
Don't follow everything that's on John's background, by the way. That's our very old one.
Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that. No.
No,
Oh, it's Wrestling Fellas. But yeah, I put the wrong one on. I just realised as I was saying that before. Yeah,
I noticed it
go-
before, and I don't know why I've not said anything to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the old background. But yeah, go follow us everywhere. We're just Wrestling Fellas everywhere. We're not actually just Wrestling Fellas, just Wrestling Fellas everywhere. Get in that Discord, get in part of the community. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Need a new outro because Yeet's done now.